In 1992, I believe it was Flex Wheeler or my Mr. Olympia knowledge has just gone out the window. Some guy, I think it was Lee Haney actually. Lee Haney was the reigning Mr. Olympia, okay? If you don't know what Mr. Olympia is, you should go check it out because it's fucking cool. But Lee Haney was the reigning champion. And in 1992, a man came out of nowhere, okay? No one knew his name. He never competed in these big bodybuilding shows. He was known a little bit in the UK, but internationally, no one really knew him. And he just stood on the stage and he blew everyone away. Okay, and his name was Mr. Dorian Yates. And what did he do for the entire time, for the entire year? And then so basically what he used to do is he would just arrive on stage. He'd just arrive out of nowhere. No one knew his name, no one knew what he was about. He just arrived on stage and he blew away the competition. And then he went silent again. He'd go silent again for a whole year. No one would hear from him. No one would see a physique update. No one would see what he looked like, what he was up to. And then he would come back to the competition and he'd blow it away again. And he kept on doing this 6 continuous fucking times. The guy was an absolute beast. And what did he do for that entire year? He basically isolated himself. He isolated himself from any external source that would influence his mind, positive or negative. Okay, it was just him and his mind, man. Him and his thoughts. Okay, and imagine, him being in Birmingham, in England, cold, wet, dark. He used to train in this old, dingy gym. It was like a dungeon, right? It was like a basement to hell. It's like a torture chamber, and this is what he did, year in and year out. Okay, and I think we can find some parallels to this when we look at our situation right now in the lockdown. Okay, we're practically isolated from everyone. We're isolated from socializing, most of us anyway. We're isolated from the opposite sex. Again, most of us, or at least people that I know, we're isolated from having fun and socializing in the way we used to. We're not living the life that we usually do with all of this external stimulus. Okay, we've still got social media, but social media is a curse in and of itself. So what can we do during this lockdown? Well, we can use this lockdown for training our minds and our body to the optimum level. Okay, we're never going to get a chance like this ever again. Life has literally forced us to regress, or not regress, but retreat into ourselves, and to really ask ourselves the important question: what are we about? What are we really doing with our lives? Okay, it's made loads of people rethink their entire lives. Like, I was spending it wrong before. I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do. I wasn't living my life on my terms. I was living on other people's terms. Okay, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. That's what it did for me. It did that for a lot of other people as well. In fact, I've changed. This lockdown has been a gift to me. It's been a gift because what it's done is it's taken me away from distraction and useless thoughts and useless thinking about useless topics. It's made me go inside myself and ask me what is really important to me. What do I want to do with myself? Who do I want to be? What's going to make me feel great when I look at myself in the mirror? Okay, when it's just me. Because other people and their validation and their compliments and even their bullying, or the bad things that they say, that is always going to be there. That's never going to go away. But when it's just you, man, when it's just you versus you, it's another story. It's another story entirely, isn't it? Because my identity, my personal identity has been completely changed. It's completely done a revamp. And I've become a different person. I mean, I don't even recognize myself anymore. I look at myself in the mirror on most days, I'm like, who is this guy? But it's not like, who is this guy in a sort of disgust. It's like, who is this guy? Who is this man? Like, I don't know who he is. He's like a foreigner to me. But it's because I've changed so much. It's because this lockdown has been mental and physical training to me. And that's what I'm using the lockdown for. I'm using it as a source of just really nailing and dialing in on what I want. Okay, right now my body and my mind is my priority. This is my priority in life. And I just want to dial in and just destroy and crush the goals that I set for myself. I don't want to ever slack due to something stupid that's out of my control. Okay, because that's just a waste of time, and we don't have a lot of time left. we're young, so we've got a lot of time, but we inadvertently don't. Because when we're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, we're going to look back and we're going to say, wow, this time went really quickly. I can remember the days when I was 20. I can remember the days when I was 30, you know. I can remember the days when I was a teen. And 20, 30 years have passed, but it feels like yesterday. Use the time wisely, and this time is an excellent, excellent opportunity to just find that answer and to just fucking, as Arnold says, put in the reps and put in the sets. Simple as that. Put in the reps and put in the sets and just crush it. Just crush it each time, man. You're going to come out of this lockdown Superman. You're going to come out of this lockdown a fucking beast. A superhuman beast. A freak of nature, but in the good way. Wow, that's going to be it for today. Wish you all the best. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.